They say the wrong words at the wrong time can change your entire life, especially if those words come from Kanye West. One impulsive social media post, and suddenly you're on a collision course with two of the most powerful names in the industry, Jay-Z and Beyoncé. Today, we're diving deep into the tension that's shaken up the industry and sent fans into a frenzy over claims, controversies, and the involvement of a child who never asked to be part of the spotlight. Once upon a time, Kanye West and Jay-Z were hip-hop's unbeatable duo. Their collaboration on Watch the Throne felt like a cultural reset, two lyrical powerhouses blending their genius to create something truly legendary. And then there was Beyoncé, a superstar in her own right, admired by Kanye, who once crashed the MTV VMAs stage in her honor. But somewhere along the way, that bond began to crack. Kanye started venting publicly about feeling overlooked, used, or even betrayed by the very people he once called family. Rumors swirled for years. Did Jay-Z and Beyoncé snub him on personal milestones, like his first wedding? Were they turned off by his controversial alliances and combative persona? Whatever the cause, the tension bubbled under the surface until Kanye made a fateful decision, bringing Jay and Beyoncé's children into the conversation. That single move feud from a personal falling out to something far more explosive. If there's one thing Jay-Z and Beyoncé have always guarded fiercely, it's their family life. From the moment Blue Ivy was born, they made it clear that the Carter household would never become a media circus. With twins, Sir and Rumi, their protective streak doubled. While Rumi occasionally appears in public like standing proudly next to her mom on stage, Sir is almost never seen. Some fans chalk this up to his parents' desire for privacy, especially since paparazzi hound this family at every turn. Others whisper about deeper reasons. Is there a condition that makes high-octane events overwhelming for Sir? Or is he simply a more reserved child who prefers quiet family moments to massive public stages? Because Jay-Z and Beyoncé refuse to clarify, speculation runs rampant. Conspiracy theories multiply, each trying to explain why one twin is glimpsed in the spotlight and the other remains hidden. But this hush-hush approach opened the door for people like Kanye to twist the narrative, and that's exactly what happened next. Suddenly, Kanye was on social media, flinging insults in every direction. Fans braced themselves for another round of shocking claims, but no one could have predicted he'd target an innocent child. He lobbed a particularly cruel term at Jay and Beyoncé's twins, implying they were hidden from view because of an alleged disability. If that wasn't enough, Kanye doubled and tripled down. One minute he'd delete his post to avoid a platform ban. The next minute, he'd resurface with more incendiary remarks. Apologies, nowhere in sight. Instead, he rationalized his behavior by claiming Jay and Beyoncé had done him wrong first, by failing to show up at his wedding, by distancing themselves when he feuded with the Kardashians, or by not rallying behind him during his custodials. Through every rant, he refused to let the Carter kids remain off limits, and for many observers, that was the moment Kanye crossed a line from edgy showmanship to potentially irredeemable cruelty. Kanye's words spread like wildfire. Within hours, social media was ablaze with arguments, theories, and counterattacks. On one side were individuals condemning Kanye for dragging a child into adult feuds and unthinkable, especially when it involved hateful slurs. On the other side, some of Kanye's diehard supporters seemed to cheer him on, claiming the Carters had it coming, or that this was some larger statement against Hollywood elites. Then, the conspiracy machine cranked up. Maybe Beyoncé really was hiding something, they said. Maybe Kanye simply told the truth. Another faction insisted this was all a publicity stunt, and that behind the scenes, Jay-Z and Kanye were still on speaking terms. In reality, fans and insiders alike were clueless about the depths of betrayal. But one thing became clear: the Carters' no-comment policy wasn't about ignorance. Sources close to the couple hinted that they were furious, just not the kind of furious that plays out on social media. Meanwhile, the internet devolved into chaos, with speculation piling up faster than any real facts. When Page 6 broke the story that Jay-Z and Beyoncé were weighing legal action, the rumor mill instantly went into overdrive. After all, the Carters have an army of top-tier attorneys, decades of entertainment industry clout, and a financial empire that dwarfs even the biggest stars. If they chose to swat Kanye, the repercussions could be enormous. But before we dive deeper into how far these legal moves might go, here's a quick reminder. If you're finding this deep dive eye-opening, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below with your thoughts on Kanye's tactics. Do you think legal action is enough, or is there more to the story? Now, back to the speculation. Fans wondered whether this was just about a lawsuit or if Jay-Z was already pulling strings behind closed doors. He's never been one to stage public spats. Instead, he quietly calls in favors and orchestrates power plays to protect his family. Could that mean shutting down Kanye's access to key industry partners, blocking future deals, or something entirely no one outside their inner circle really knows? But for someone as influential as Jay-Z, legal action might just be the tip of the iceberg. Almost as if on cue, Kanye hopped online to share another wild tale. Shortly after his posts about the Carter's twins, he claimed some familiar faces showed up at his home, urging him to attend a retreat. Kanye didn't name names, but the timing felt too coincidental for many. Was Jay-Z already making moves? Did someone from the Carter's camp attempt a hush-hush intervention to get Kanye to stand down? As usual, Kanye framed it as a threat, insinuating that people wanted to silence him permanently. But what exactly does silencing mean in this context? Therapy, forced rehab, or something more sinister? Conspiracy theories instantly took root, with certain corners of the internet suggesting that crossing Jay-Z was a fast track to serious consequences, whether these visits were real or exaggerated. They pointed to one unsettling truth. Kanye believed he was under direct pressure from powerful figures. And that's a narrative he's spun before, linking hush money, intimidation, or secret societies to the upper echelons of the music industry. Now the question was, how far would Jay-Z and Beyoncé go to protect their son from Kanye's relentless attacks? Kanye has never shied away from conflict. He's taken on corporations like Adidas, fashion houses like Balenciaga, and entire communities with his polarizing rants. Each time, he seems convinced that his raw honesty will triumph. But the cost has been steep: lost sponsorships, plummeting sales, severed friendships, and a tarnished reputation. Looking back, Kanye's meltdown at TMZ Studios and his abrupt parting from various industry partners all point to a pattern. He pushes the envelope until it tears, and then he deals with the fallout afterward. Yet, attacking Jay-Z and Beyoncé's children might be a new threshold even for him. This is no typical industry dust-up. This is about family, about crossing a line that many consider sacred. But will Kanye face public boycotts, more canceled deals, or even legal battles with the Carters? It's hard to predict, but history suggests that once Kanye gets going, he doesn't stop until the consequences hit him where it hurts his career, his finances, or his personal freedom. This fiasco goes beyond a simple celebrity feud. It's about how the hyper-public nature of fame collides with real-life family dynamics. The Carters have built an empire defined by strategic control of their image. From surprise album drops to carefully orchestrated tours, Kanye is the opposite: raw, impulsive, unapologetic, tearing down walls in an industry that thrives on polished exteriors. In many ways, their clash over Sir Carter epitomizes the tension between brand management and freedom of expression. Is Kanye spotlighting real issues within the celebrity world, or is he simply lashing out for attention? Are the Carters justified in using every tool at their disposal to keep their private lives safe from intrusion? Or does their immense influence raise moral questions about censorship and retribution? Fans keep asking, is there a line you simply don't cross, no matter how big your grievances may be? For most, children are that line. Even celebrities who trade barbs daily seem to agree that family is off limits. And lest you're Kanye West, apparently, by forcing the Carters to confront him, he's opened a Pandora's box of speculation, fear, and potential retaliation. So, where does this leave Kanye and the Carters? Will it end in a courtroom showdown or a silent power play? Could Jay-Z's industry connections ensure Kanye never again speaks on his children, or is a legal gag order on the horizon? Let us know what you think in the comments. Like this video if you appreciate these deep dives. Subscribe to stay in the loop on the next twist, and share your own predictions, because in the high-stakes world of hip-hop's elite, the real drama often unfolds once the spotlight shifts elsewhere. Whether you're Team Yeezy or Team Carter, one thing's certain: nobody walks away from a fight like this unscathed. The only question is who pays the bigger price and how far they're willing to go to protect their legacy.